Welcome back to Faith and Focus, Fruits of the Spirit. Today we're going to be talking about love. Not only are we going to be defining love according to Scripture, but we're also going to be talking about who God calls us to love and how God calls us to love. With that being said, let's worship the Lord.
You are good when there's nothing good in me. You are love on display for all to see. You are light when the darkness closes in. You are hope, you have covered all my sin. You are peace when my fear is crippling. You are true, even in my wandering. You are joy, you're the reason that I sing. You are life, in you death has lost its sting. I'm running to your arms, the riches of your love will always be enough. Nothing compares to your embrace, light of the world forever reign. You are more than my words will ever say. You are Lord, all creation will proclaim. You are here, in your presence I'm made whole. You are God, of all else I'm letting go. I'm running to your arms, the riches of your love will always be enough. Nothing compares to your embrace, light of the world forever reign.
While most of us have a pretty clear understanding of what we consider love to be, like showing kindness to someone or a gesture of goodwill, let's define love according to Scripture. 1 Corinthians 13, 4-8 does this perfectly. It says, "Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things." Love never ends. God gives us the perfect design for how He loves and how we ought to love. Now, it's a lot easier to love those who we're close to and we get along with, but God calls us to do more than that. In Matthew 5:46, He says, "For if you love those who love you, what reward do you have? Even the tax collectors do the same. And if you greet only your own people, what are you doing more than others? Do not even the pagans do that?" Like Jesus said, it's only natural for you to love those who love you and to take time out of your day to be intentional with those who you're close to, like your friends or family. But Jesus actually calls us to go even further than that just a few verses earlier. He says in Matthew 5:44, "But I tell you, love your enemies, bless those who curse you, do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who persecute you." God calls us to love not just those that we're comfortable loving, but calls us to love our enemies. An act of love can be as simple as praying for someone. Jesus demonstrated perfectly when He died for us while we were still sinners, even going as far as to say, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do," to the very people that crucified Him and put Him on that cross. What bigger act could one person do than to die for them? How much more does that mean we should be showing love towards others, whether they're believers or not? I want to end with one last idea, which most Christians already know. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but will have everlasting life. Not only can we love those around us, but we can also tell people about the love that God poured out onto us, that anyone who believes can experience it. Today, we're going to be painting our first fruit of the Spirit, love. Lord, thank you for loving us, even when we didn't know you. Help us to not just love those who love us, but to love those who we have difficulty loving, that we would bear much fruit, that we would reflect your love to everyone we come into contact with, and that we would bring you glory forever. Join us next week as we talk about joy. Have a good one!